I said at the beginning of today, our theme for today is love overrated? You can now answer.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
We are a divided congregation. Wonderful. So somebody's going to be happy at the end of the sermon and somebody's not. If you're not, my name is Tamara. If you are, I'm Catherine, I'm the pastor of this. Some of you may wonder where Sandra is this week. She's actually preaching over in St. Augustine. St. Augustine at First Coast MCC. Their pastor left at the end of December. And so they're asking pastors and people are actually around to go and preach for them to help them through this time of transition. So she's very kindly gone over there this morning and is not preaching on is love overrated, because I know what she's preaching on this morning. Oh, do you know, it's Valentine's Day coming up, and I know every year there are some people that love Valentine's Day because it's a way for them to express love. And I know that Hallmark love Valentine's Day, right? Because of the way people express their love. And florists, and other hotels, all those lovely suites.
And Russell Stover's.
And the what?
Russell Stover's.
Russell Stover's. Yeah, restaurants, yeah. It's a very powerful four-letter word, love. And if I ask any one of you to describe it, you will probably come up with something different. But I want us to get on one track this morning, so I'm going to tell you how to describe it. You don't have to take any notice of me. But before we do that, I want to look at why you use this title and why love might be overrated. Sometimes we seek out love and it lets us down. Sometimes we know what we want from love, and then when we don't get it, we're very disappointed. In the name of love, we can be used and abused. We can be heartbroken at times. Sometimes we can feel so lonely because we don't feel we are encircled by love. In the name of love, horrific acts are committed. In the name of love, children are abused and raped. In the name of love, adults are abused and raped. In the name of Christian love, children are given conversion, reparative or deliverance therapy. In the name of love, we get jealous. In the name of love, we self-seek. In the name of love, we get envious. And in the name of love, we often judge. So, is love overrated? Well, it would seem from all of that it is. But when we explore it a little bit more, hopefully we'll find it's not overrated. It's just that we don't quite get it right. Our first reading this morning that Nita read us is What is Love Anyway? And I love this reading because it says what's the biggest mistake we make when we seek love and when we place it on a pedestal. Do you remember? It's not defined. We don't know what it is. So we have this magical word called love, and we haven't really defined it. So we have all these expectations, especially in relationships, but not just in our personal relationships, also with family, friends, in the circles that we're in. We have expectations, but are they love? Because that's the problem. Romantic love comes with it this list. I don't know how many of you have decided in your relationship what it is that you expect. I can pretty much guarantee that ain't about love. But I bet you've called it love. what we expect from our children, what we expect from parents. You can't get what you don't define. So I have a definition of love I found, and I'm so sorry I can't remember who wrote it. But it says, a deep desire for someone to be blessed and know a full, abundant life, and the willingness to sacrifice for it, as opposed to a feeling of strong affection. I'm going to read that again. A deep desire for someone, it doesn't say a deep desire for me, a deep desire for someone to be blessed and know a full, abundant life and the willingness to sacrifice for it, as opposed to a feeling of strong affection. Now, however you want to define love, whether you agree with that definition or whether you want to find something else, it's so true that whatever we are seeking, whether it's from a partner or looking for a partner or desperately looking for a partner, perhaps we should look at our definition and then be realistic about that definition and our expectations. You see, we sometimes expect perfection from those around us in love. And we expect them to love us in the way that we want to be loved. But actually, if we take this definition, it's talking about us loving them to blessedness. It's about us reflecting God's love to them without expectation. So how would it be if we met somebody and had no expectation and just wanted to give to them? Oh my gosh, would that change things around? I think it would. You see, if we don't do that, we set ourselves up to fail. And there are so many relationships. I'm not talking about intimate relationships, but relationships across the board that fail because everybody has expectations of one another. Our second reading is from 1 Corinthians. And this is often read at weddings and blessings. And you know that people read it, and people listen to it and nod to it. Yeah, you know where I'm going. Love is patient. I was not patient this morning. Love is kind. I was not kind this morning. Love does not envy. Love doesn't boast. It's not proud. And it doesn't dishonor other people. And it doesn't self-seek. How many of you have heard that before? There'll be pretty much, most people in the room have heard the Corinthians reading. How many of you really, really took that on board in every part of your life?
Some of us try really hard.
Trying really hard is probably sometimes all we can do. But the next bit in that reading said, love never fails. It's us that fail.
That's right.
It's us that bring our egos. It's us that brings our needs. It's us that brings our expectations to everything. That's what fails. You see, if you go back to that definition of wanting others to flourish, how can it fail? Because you're about giving them love, not having expectations. So you can't be let down. Because the only person that can let you down is you by not giving love. So I'm wondering, in the name of all that is holy, why we don't use the word love and then live into it. Jesus spoke about love. He said, love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind and with all your strength. Then said, the second is this, love your neighbour as yourself. There is no commandment greater than this. What did Jesus mean by that love? I never saw Jesus get disappointed because he got let down through love. Did you? Yeah. I never saw Jesus get jealous because of love. I never saw Jesus self-seeking in love. And Jesus said, love your neighbour as yourself. By this, everyone will know that you are my disciples, if you love one another. So if we are going to embrace this word called love, and it's not going to be overrated, then surely we need to change it up a little bit. Surely we need to change it up so that we ask the people that we're in relationship how we can empower them. We change it up so that we don't say, well, you're my wife, you should be doing this. You're my wife and I love you. And I want the best for you. You're my child, and you know what? I've been working with young people all weekend for our youth leadership. And sometimes one does get tested a little with children. However, we are called to love our children just as we would love God. We are called to follow the way that Jesus loved every person that he encountered. Never once did he put limitations on that love. So I think love is not overrated. Our expectations might be. Our needs, our desires. In the rawest, self-absorbing form, probably love is overrated. But in its truest form, it's very underrated. So I ask us this week, how can we love differently? What can you commit to this week that will move your love to a more Jesus type of love? We talk about unconditional love so often in this church, but I don't think we really grasp what that means. So I want us to think about, just for a moment, think about how you love the people around you. Partners, family, people that you're in community with. What can you do this week to love them more fully? What can you do this week to bring about unconditional love? What can you do this week to stop having expectations? God has none of us. None. It is an unconditional love. So as God loves you, may you love others.